Hello, Soul Tribe. This is Melissa with Ascending House Tarot on YouTube and Ascending House on Facebook. Welcome if you are new. Thank you if you are returning. Please remember to like, share, follow, and subscribe. I am a small channel trying to grow. If you are interested in a personal reading, please reach out to me on any one of my channels and I will get back to you. And also, remember that this is a general reading. It's not a one-on-one reading. Some things will apply, and some things will resonate, and some things will not. And it could be the whole reading may not resonate with you. But just take what resonates and fits your story and leave the rest behind. Please do not try to force anything to fit into your story, okay? So what we're going to do today, I'm going to do Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. And what I'm going to do is just what's blocking you for the week of January 20th. And we'll see what's up and what you need to know. I actually already pre-shuffled the cards. And actually one just fell right off the top. So we'll just take what we have from the top. And it's called Hard to Get. And with the hard to get, Leo, I feel like Spirit is saying you are missing opportunities by playing too hard to get. Give someone a chance. So if there's someone that you are thinking about or they're thinking about you and you know that there's some type of chemistry or maybe some interest there, Spirit is saying, you know, we're all adults at this point. There's no use of playing games. So let's just move on with it and get on with it. You know, life is short. So, Spirit is just saying the things that could be blocking you in your relationship is playing hard to get. And this is for people who don't have anyone, Leo. This is not for the married couples or people that are in relationships. It's not for you. This is for people who are seeking relationships and just wondering why they can't seem to find that special someone. Okay? Please and thank you, Spirit. Could you give us more cards? Thank you. And the cards that you received, the tarot, you have the Hermit. You have the Six of Pentacles. And you have the King of Cups. And with the Hermit card, the Spirit is just saying, I guess with this playing hard to get, and Spirit is just saying that the solitude, like some of you were in like solitude. You were taking some time out for yourself. This is what I'm getting from this. And you kind of withdrew from the dating scene. But you are interested, is what I'm getting with this person or in this person. But you're just playing the hard to get role right now. But remember what I said. Spirit is saying that that we're all adults. It's just time to move on from that. If that's what you wanted, that you're interested in that person, you need to let them know that you are interested. It's time to come out of the solitude, is what Spirit says. Solitude is good to get yourself back on track, and there's nothing wrong with that, because we all have to go within sometimes and like to get away from the noise and just to check on ourselves, to fix ourselves before we can offer ourselves to someone else. So that's all good, you know. And while doing that, Spirit is saying all the answers to life, to be honest, are within us. All you have to do is seek the answers within yourself. You know, they're all there. You just have to just go sometimes into solitude, and there's nothing wrong with that. But just not, Spirit doesn't want you to get stuck in that solitude. And this could be also not only in relationships, it can be in career, family, different things going on in your life. Don't isolate yourself from others. Like, once you fix what you needed to fix within yourself, because some of you is what I'm getting, needed to take some time away to take care of you, to fix you. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. Taking care of you, fixing you. There's nothing wrong with that at all. And don't let anyone tell you that it was anything wrong with it, because it's not. Because in order to give yourself to someone else, you got to be okay yourself, okay? And your second card was the Six of Pentacles. And so what Spirit is just saying with the Six of Pentacles, we know with the Six of Pentacles, it's like a giving and taking. Like, it's sharing. You want to be able to help others. And so this could be in your employment. This can be in your love life. But Spirit is just saying that it's a give and take situation, okay? So sharing your success builds more success. So you giving and showing more of yourself to others, is nothing wrong with that. But just, I'm going to say this. I just feel like Spirit doesn't want you to go overboard with it. There's nothing wrong with sharing, giving, and doing. That's even with family. That's with your job or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that, because whatever, what we put out, we get back, in other words. So, okay, so you have the King of Cups. And with this, in this, Spirit is saying that you are a mature person. So that's why I'm saying, when I said at the intro of the reading that, sometimes the readings are for some people and they're not for others. You take what resonates with you and you leave the rest behind. And with this, Spirit is saying with the King of Cups, this is for like a mature, compassionate person. So someone that's always willing to go above and beyond to do and help others. So you know who you are. And I'm going to say with this right here reading, it could be for someone that's older, parts of it. And this is what I feel like with this person, either the person that's older that you are helping others, whether it's in your family life, whether it's in your work life, whether it's in your personal relationship life. Spirit is saying that you are a very diplomatic person. You're very balanced, and you're very affectionate, and you're very family oriented. You're a very family-oriented person. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Like I said, Spirit just said you just need to support yourself before you can support others. So Spirit just don't want you to give, and I pretty much was saying that too. Spirit just does not want you to just give, and you can't take care of yourself. And that's what I was saying in the beginning of your reading, like, you got to be okay to be able to make other people okay and be able to give yourself to other people. So you got to make sure that you're whole, okay? So that solitude, being the hermit, going within and, fixing what needs to be fixed with you, so you can share that with a partner, so you can share that upon with family members. You can share the good part of you with your job or whatever it is. But Spirit is saying that success is going to come for you, because what you give, you get back. So that is going to happen for you because of the type of person that you are. But Spirit is saying, though, if you are interested in someone, but I'm being told if it's on the job, no. If you are interested in someone else any other way or outside of your job, Spirit is saying don't play hard to move forward with that, because you're at that point in your life now where you're ready to move on to the next step, okay? You're a very mature person. You have all your ducks in a row. Things are lined up for you. You might have been hurt in a relationship. You might have lost a person in your life before, and you weren't ready to move on, and get back into a relationship. The Spirit is saying that you are at that point now where you're able to move on. You've healed, you can move on to the next stage. But Spirit don't want you to give so much that you're left depleted. So keep that in mind, okay? Please remember that. Spirit does not want you to be depleted, okay? All right, so that is all that I have for you, Leo. So, okay, that's all that we have for you. So just keep that in mind, okay? So we're going to move right along to Virgo. All right. Please and thank you, Spirit. All right, we got too many of them that flipped over. Do you need me to take all of these, Spirit? I was only trying to do one, but one of my other signs came out like that too. Where the what's blocking you card, we got like 3 cards that came out. So Virgo got 3 cards. Please and thank you, Spirit. What is it that you need for Virgo to know? Please and thank you. Please and thank you, Spirit. Please and thank you, Spirit. What else does Virgo need to know? Please and thank you. And we have one more, please? Now, that was too many. But I will take all of those, and we'll take you. Okay. So, for the what's blocking you, Virgos, you got 3. I wasn't trying to give you 3, but 3 is what Spirit wanted you to have, because that's what came out. And so Spirit has too busy, too attached, and demanding. One of my other cards had demanding. One of my other signs, I can't remember which one it was, they had the demanding card as well. And on the too busy card, Spirit is saying you using being busy as an excuse not to date. You must make time for a partner. A partner is not going to come to, well, you know what? I can't even say a partner's not going to come to your house and knock on your door, because there's some bold people nowadays. So somebody may just come to your house and knock on your door. They just may do that. I don't know. The Spirit is saying you can't use being busy with work, family, children, whatever it is, outside activities. You can't use that as an excuse and then wonder why your love life is not moving forward. Like why there's no one in it, why all your friends, because you're at an age now where all your friends and everyone are there enjoying their lives. They have wives, they have children, and you know, and all of these things that go on in their life that keeps them busy and occupied. So they don't have time just to hang out and play games. And actually, this person is playing video games. So if you're sitting at home playing video games, it's saying that's your reason for being busy. Spirit is saying, no wonder you're not meeting anyone. I mean, even though you could meet someone through the video game, but don't you want to meet someone the real way? I mean, you want to be able to have human contact. So Spirit is telling me with this right here, especially seeing this person playing this video game, you need to get from behind the video game, okay? The controller. You need to put the controller down. Your only outside life shouldn't just be work. You need to get out and socialize, okay? And Spirit is saying your second card was too attached. This is for someone else. And this is where Spirit is saying with some of you, you need to give your partner some breathing room. Being too needy drives people away. So this is for somebody else. So maybe this is why Virgo Spirit feels like three cards needed to come out, because we're talking about 3 different people, or 3 different types of people that needed to hear this message. So Spirit is telling you that you don't have to have them under you 24/7. That doesn't have to be how the relationship has to be to make it grow and be prosperous and loving and romantic, and you know what I mean? That doesn't define a relationship by being too needy, okay? So that's what Spirit is telling you. That drives a person away, because people need their own space. They need their own time, away. Some people may want to hang out with their friends, hang out with their family, or just be by themselves, have their own time. That's what Spirit is saying. So that too attached, Spirit is just saying some of you are using the excuse of being too busy. Others of you are using the excuse of being too, you're being too attached to the person, like you're afraid that the person is going to get away. If you're not with them 24/7 or constantly around them or constantly doing things with them, that doesn't equate to love by, always being attached to the person. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't. And that would just, that's smothering a person, and you don't want that type of relationship. And the third card was demanding, and Spirit was saying you set impossible standards for your partners to meet by you set impossible standards for your partners to meet. Be less demanding. So some of you, Spirit is saying, are very demanding. You want this done this way, this done this way, dinner cooked at this time, the children in bed by this time, or whatever the situation may be. You know what I'm saying? We go to church and we leave the house at this time, or whatever the case may be. We go grocery shopping on this date and this time. And Spirit is saying that's not the way you have a relationship. So all of these things are issues that a person can have in their relationship that can drive a wedge in the relationship. Being too busy in a relationship, you're never going to meet anyone. And even if you're in a relationship with someone, if you're never present in the relationship because you're always busy off doing something else, and especially playing video games, I think Spirit is talking about somebody specific, Virgo, with that. So that's just not going to make a good, prosperous relationship, You Your relationship is not going to grow being that way. And same thing with being too attached and being too needy. Your relationship is not going to work either. And definitely not being demanding. Okay? So just keep those things in mind, Virgo. Okay, so your first card that we have here is the Two of Wands, your first tarot card. And so Spirit is telling me this is about your business, your decisions, your options, your planning. So anything that you guys, your vision. So you know with the Two of Wands, the person is standing, they're holding the wand in one hand, and they like have the world in the other hand. And they're looking out. And to me, they're visioning, they're thinking about what they can do, what is their next step, their planning, their options, their decisions, like what would be their next step, what would be the next, will help them get prosperous and move on to the next step. And this is more along the lines of work, guys. And so Spirit is telling me with this as well, some of you may be doing some overseas travel as well, and some of you may be going into a partnership with someone. So if some of you own your own business, maybe that's why you're behind the video game, because your business entails gaming. I don't know. This is just what Spirit just said that to me, like gaming and business and partnership. So Spirit is just saying some of you may have two paths to take, and you have a decision to make. And that decision can be within your work, and it can also be within your love life. So guys, go within. If you have to do some meditation, some grounding, just think about things. And remember, guys, anything that we want in this world, we can have. We just have to believe and manifest it. You know, set the intentions and manifest what we want. Okay, so Spirit wants you to believe in your personal power. So whatever is out there, whatever you're envisioning, whatever you want to do, whatever you have plans for the future, whether it's your love life, your career life, your family life, your life in just general, whatever you want, it can be yours. Spirit is telling you to believe in your personal power. It's all within you, okay? To fix your love life and to fix your work life, to fix your family life, or just fix just everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Spirit said you have it in you to move on to the next step, okay? So your second card is the Knight of Swords. And Spirit is saying that there's going to be some changes. And this is pretty much like the decisions that you have to make. Spirit saying you have decisions that you need to make right now. Things are going to come up for you, but they're going to be some big changes, some big opportunities for you. Because I even told you some of you are going to be traveling, and your travel is going to be overseas, okay? You're going to have decisions to make. You're going to have paths you're going to have to choose. Should you go left? Should you go right? You know what I'm saying? So these are things that you're going to need to really think about. You're going to have to be direct. You're going to have to be assertive. Spirit wants you to use your intellect. You know what I'm saying? Some of you have the gift of gab. Spirit is telling me. Spirit is saying you're going to have to use this, okay? But Spirit, so just think about those things. But whatever you do, because we know with the Knight of Wands, they're rushing in Knight of Swords, I'm sorry. They're rushing in with the sword up in the air. Spirit does not want you to be impulsive, though, okay? They want you to be focused and honest. And we know that some of you are risk takers, but Spirit wants you to think things through. Do not just charge in on things, okay? So just remember that, okay? Just remember that. And Spirit said you are strong and you're full of energy and you're ready to take on the world. And we know this. But Spirit wants you to be able to have a, they're showing me like the world. Like they want you to have everything. They want you to have the love life, the fulfill, love, and they want you to have the fulfill career life and with your finances. And these things, you can have it all is what Spirit is saying. You can have it all. You are a visionary. Anything that you want, you can put your mind to it and you can have it. You can envision it. You can manifest it. You set those intentions and it's yours. And it's what Spirit wants you to know. But they want you to just keep in mind, don't be too busy, don't be too attached, and don't be demanding. Okay? Your third card, Virgo, is the Lover's card in reverse. So Spirit is saying, and it's coming back to the relationship part. So Spirit is saying, like, pretty much business is good. And business is going to be good. And business is going to stay good. But Spirit is bringing us back to somebody's love life again, okay? So Spirit, because this is really busy, guys. Because I was only pulling one card for the what's blocked. You guys got three, and I can't remember if it was Gemini, I can't remember if it was Gemini, Cancer. They had 3 as well. They had 3 cards as well. Like, there's something that Spirit wanted you guys to know. And so Spirit is saying, for you too busy to attach and you demanding people, you got to focus on your love life as well. They want you to have the whole thing, okay? They don't want you to have part of it. You can be successful in business and you can be successful in your love life as well, is what Spirit is saying. So Spirit is saying some of you are going through some separation, or you went through some separation, or you could be facing separation in the future, unfortunately, okay? Because of this demanding and this being too attached and being too busy. So if you're not separated, Spirit is saying, and things are not going to, if you do not change things, things will happen where you will be separated, okay? Like jealousy, obsession, and all that type of stuff. And then Spirit is showing where there could be some infidelity. So we don't want that for you, Virgo, okay? So Spirit is saying for the others of you that's running behind, hiding behind your business and work and whatever that you're doing, claiming to be too busy, Spirit is saying that's just your fear of commitment. And in order for you to have it all, you got to come from behind the controller in the video games. And this is what I keep seeing, the controller in the video games. Everybody's not into that type of stuff. And to meet, and then there could be some women that are like that. But get from behind that so you can get out and meet the type of people that interest you. You just never know what may interest you and what level these people may be on. You know what I'm saying? To help you achieve more within your work world and your love life. You just got to put yourself out there and stop hiding behind work and video games. I'm just going to say it. Okay, so Spirit saying some of you are going to lose some love. So unfortunately, some of you in the future, your relationships are not going to last because of the, like I said, the too attached and demanding and being too busy. Some of you, Spirit is telling you this is a warning for you. So what you need to do is step forward and change things. It's never too late to change things, guys. This is like a forewarning for you. So just put yourself out there, try to change some things. Spirit said you have the work thing sewed up in a bag. Your career is flourishing. Things are working out well for you. You're gonna expand. It's gonna be expansion and everything for you. They don't want you to take risk when it comes to your work, but they do want you, I think, to take risk a little bit with your love life because they want you to flourish a little more as far as your love go. Okay, that is all that I have for you, Virgos. We are gonna move on to Libra. Okay. All right. Let's get on to Libra. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do we have for Libra? Please and thank you. What is the message for Libra? Please and thank you, Spirit. Please and thank you, Spirit. Wow. I think that's just too many. I have one more, please, for Libra. Please and thank you, Spirit. Well, okay, they gave us 2. So we'll take them. You know, they tried to give me 3 last time, and I didn't take it. So we're just going to stick with the 2. Okay. So what's blocking you as far as your relationship, Spirit is saying, is being guarded. Okay. Spirit is saying you are lonely because you're so aloof. Trust others and let them into your heart. And so what Spirit is saying here, Libra, and I think you're being aloof and you're being guarded because you've been hurt before. And we all have been there. We've all been there. You don't know whether you can trust this person. Do they really want me for me? Is it something that I have that they're trying to, come in and take it? You almost have to be that way, guarded and aloof with people, because there's so many people out there in the world nowadays and the way the world is, the scammers and so many things, you have to almost be guarded. But Spirit is saying that you're going to have to let your guard down some to be able to meet someone, okay? And you have your high standards. You have what you want and you want what you want. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But in order to know if you want what is being offered or what is out there, or to put yourself out there, you got to let down the fence. You got to let the wall down a little bit. You got to let the window down some. You got to, so you can peep out of it, okay? Spirit is saying you're being very guarded, and I get it. You know, some of you have been hurt before. You don't want to be hurt again. There's never a guarantee with love, and we know that. You know, the relationship can start off wonderful. You know, everyone loving each other, being, you know, hot and heavy, and it's just wonderful and great. And down the road, 6 months, 6 years, you know, whatever, then something else can happen. There's no guarantees in love, unfortunately. You know, we always have to take a chance when we get involved or in any relationship, whether it's love or whether it's work, or whether it's anything, any type of relationship that you have outside of yourself, because you can only control you. You can't control anyone. You can't control anyone else. Their feelings, you know, the way they think, the things they say, the things they do. We can't control any of that, you know. We just have to, I don't want to say guard your heart, but just, you know, just give trust out a little bit at a time. You don't have to just open up the floodgates here and just say, just come on in and just take my heart. No, you don't have to be that way, but you don't just have to be so tight with the guarded, you know, being guarded like the four of pentacles where you're holding tight to everything. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be that way about it, okay? Okay, so the 4 tarot cards that we have for you, the first one is happiness. So Spirit is telling me that if you let your guard down, happiness is yours. And if some of you have never been married, Spirit is saying you're going to have a family, you're going to have your happily ever after. You know what I'm saying? Things are going to be good for you. And if it's work related, Spirit is saying that stability and security and all of that is going to just all coincide. So some of you could be working, and maybe you work with your family. It's what Spirit is saying. Like, so maybe the job is working with your family. You all do something together. I don't know. But Spirit is saying that everything, you could have it all. You can have love. You can have love, and you can have the job as well. You know what I mean? You don't have to have one or the other. You can have it all. It's okay to have it all. You know, some people do have it all, you know. You just have to take it, you know, take that chance and put yourself out there. Let your heart, you know, like I said, there's no guarantees in love. There never is, you know. We just have to take it one step at a time. So just remember, everything you have planned has worked out. Life and love can be good for you, okay? We know that work is good, but life can be good for you as well, is what Spirit is saying. You could have it all, because this is the 10 of Cups. You can have it all, is what Spirit is saying, okay? And this is what Spirit is showing me. So you just have to let your guard down as far as with your love. And if there's someone that you're interested in, like I said, you don't have to just let them fully in. Just a little bit at a time. Let them earn. You know, trust is something that has to be earned anyway. You just don't jump off the bridge and just assume that the person at the bottom is going to catch you. You know what I'm saying? So that has to be earned. So just take little baby steps with them if that's what it has to be, okay? Your second card is your Knight of Wands. So Spirit just saying, like I was pretty much, thank you, Spirit. But this card where the Knight of Wands, where the Knight of Wands we know is hasty. And they're rushing in. And we know that, right? And this person, Spirit is telling me there could be a person, and they're very charming and confident. The Spirit is telling you, just take it easy. Just because they come charging in with all the love and say the right things and do the right things, they could be the right things, but you just take it easy. So when you have this Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands is coming, is what Spirit is showing me. The Knight of Wands is coming, okay? So whatever you want to do, Spirit is saying you can go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to let your guard down a little bit, is what Spirit is saying. You have to let the guard down a little bit. That's what Spirit is saying, okay, guys? So we're going to move on to the Queen of Swords. And right here, Spirit is talking, and with her is, you know, she cuts through the truth. She cuts through the matter. She gets right to it and figure out what needs to be fixed, what we need to work on, or what, you know, whatever it is. Spirit knows that you're very independent, and you're like that Queen of Wands. And that's pretty much how you are. You're about your business, is what I'm getting, okay? But Spirit is just saying that they want you to be open-minded. Okay, is what Spirit wants for you. They want you to be open-minded. So the Spirit wants you to let love in. Because again, like I was just telling Virgo, Spirit said to them through me that you can have it all, and you really can. You can have work and love. There's no such thing that you can't have it all. But there's some little things that we have to fix, the little tweaks we have to do. None of us are perfect, okay? We're not perfect. The person we're going to meet is not going to be perfect. Our job is not going to be perfect. You know what I mean? It's always going to be something, but we just got to be open-minded to things, okay? It's what Spirit is saying. So Spirit is saying your clear communication allows you, okay, to express what's best for everyone. So Spirit wants you to be clear in your communication, okay, whatever you do. So just cut through the chase, let people know how you feel, what you're thinking, and whatever, so there's no misunderstanding, okay? So when you let this guard down a little bit, they get what you're saying. There's no issues about it. Nobody's confused about where you're coming from, because you came out of the gate saying, this is what I expect, this is what I want in a relationship, okay? So, the fourth card, is Five of Pentacles. And this is like, Spirit is telling me here, some of you, not all of you, but some of you could be having some type of financial hardship. Not all of you. Not everyone. But Spirit is saying some of you could be having a financial hardship. And Spirit is also showing me that some of you could be having some type of health concerns as well. Okay? And Spirit is saying some of you is having, like, say, you know, life is hard right now. But Spirit is saying, just look around, you know, help is at hand. And this is what I was saying about letting your guard down, because you just never know with this person that's coming in, and the Spirit was saying that they're warm and they're exciting, they're charming. This could be the person that can help you. Like some of you that are dealing with stuff financially, some of you are even dealing with things health-wise. Spirit is just saying that, you know what I mean? This is just a temporary thing for you, okay? This is something this is not all of you. This is for someone specific. Spirit is saying that you're dealing with something health-wise, and it could be affecting your finances as well, because you can't work. Because this here is what Spirit is telling me, that you guys are on the ball with this. You just have to let your guard down, but somebody's having some issues. Somebody's having some issues with their health, okay? With their health and with their finances. But Spirit said you can come out of this. Spirit is saying do not reject help when it comes to you. If someone is offering to help you, please let your guard down and let them help you. Okay? There's nothing wrong with receiving help, because at some point in your life, I'm sure you had to help someone. And if you haven't, you probably will in the future. There's nothing wrong with accepting a helping hand, okay? It's what Spirit is saying. All right, Libra, that is all that I have for you all. We are going to move on to Scorpio. Okay. That popped right out really fast. Please and thank you, Spirit. What is it that we need for Scorpio to know? What does Scorpio need to know? Please and thank you. What is it that they need to know for their higher good? Please and thank you. All right. All right. Okay, so what's blocking you? Getting crumbs is what it's called. And it says you deserve more than crumbs of affection. Wait for the one who adores you. So Spirit is saying with this card right here, we have people that are, if you're in a relationship and it's a one-sided relationship. Spirit has said that's not the relationship for you. You don't let anyone give you crumbs, is what Spirit is saying. You're too good of a person for that. You move on and move yourself up out of that situation, is what Spirit is saying, okay? Spirit said you don't have to just sit around and wait for your ship to come in. You don't have to. No, not in this day and age. We don't have to do that. And the 3 cards that we have for the tarot is, the first one is, it's the 10 of Wands, excuse me. And Spirit is showing here where you're overloaded, you're overburdened, you're stressed. You have like, your shoulders are weighed down. You're burnt out. Like there's just like one problem after the other. There's struggle, there's obligations. Like it's every time you turn around, there's something. You turn around to the front, there's something. You turn around to the back, there's something. Either way you go, east, west, north, south, there's always an issue. There's always problems. But Spirit wants you to know there's always more than one way to do something, to accomplish something, to get to the end of, get the results that you want, okay? It may be hard from what you're looking at and how you're looking at things, but Spirit is saying there's always a different perspective, a different way to look at things, a different way to skin the cat. You know what I'm saying? You just have to think outside of the box sometimes, even if it's about the relationship. And if you're so used to this person, you've been with this person all your life, maybe you never had a job, and maybe, or maybe, I don't know, you've never worked before, you know, outside of the home, and this is the only boyfriend that you ever had, your husband or whatever, your wife or whoever or whatever it is. Spirit has said there's always a way. There's always things that we can reach out. There's organizations, there's places that we can call. There's always ways to get help, guys. If you can watch this video, you can Google and find other outside resources to get yourself some help and some assistance. There's jobs, even for people who've never had a job before in their life. Spirit, there's ways. Guys, if you put your mind to it, you set intentions, you light your candles, you burn your incense, honey, you put those crystals out and you manifest what you want, it will be yours. You hear me? I am a true believer in manifestation and meditation. You just got to put your mind to it and say, this is what's going to happen, and this is what I'm affirming. This is what my life is going to be like. I will not wait around and be for crumbs anymore. No, whenever this person feels like they want to give me some attention or some love or some whatever it is, no, I'm too good for that. I'm moving on. And Spirit will help you. And remember, guys, anything that we want, all we have to do is ask them. Because we have free will, they will not interject in our life. We have to ask for their assistance, for them to step in and to provide assistance for us, okay? And I have to say it again, Spirit is saying there's always more than one way to do things, okay? So just keep that in mind. And your second card is the Ace of Wands, but it's in reverse, guys. Someone is really having a hard time, and this is like disappointments, delays, you know, you got creative blocks, like lack of initiative, you know, and some of you, I don't know, Spirit says some of you are down. Somebody's down, something about infertility or something like that, or a missed opportunity or whatever. But what Spirit is saying with this Ace of Wands in reverse, this is going to be your, this is going to be your chance to just, you know what, you may be down, but you're not out, okay? You're not out for the count. You're down, Scorpio, temporarily, but you're not out for the count. Good things are coming for you, okay? You're not out for the count. You're not out. Spirit just says take action on your ideas. Put what's in that brilliant mind of yours, put it into fruit. Make it work for you. Affirm it. Set your intentions. Believe it. Start working on it. Start doing a vision board. Start doing little steps, guys. You know what I'm saying? Just little steps. Taking small steps to get yourself to the big picture at the end of the road. That's all it takes to start off. There's so many different things that you can do to start your life and start doing things and change your situation, whether it's work or whether it's your home life. There's so many different things that you can do. Okay, so don't let it, because it looks just so dismal and just bleak, like it's all out for me. That's not. It's not all out for you. Spirit is saying it is not all out for you. No, ma'am, it is not. No, sir, it is not. I don't know. And I say this to guys, to say to you guys, and I say sir and ma'am with this because the job that I used to have a guy that he was pretty much the Mr. Mom. He was home. The wife did the working. And they're in the process of getting a divorce at this point in time right now, okay? He's like, she brought the money in. She paid the bills. I was pretty much the one that just drove my daughter to school, dropped her off, was in the school pickup pool, the parent pool, to pick the kids up and bring them home and do stuff like that. He said, I'm on disability. You know what I mean? I don't know how I'm going to make it without her income. I'm like, well, you're going to have to make it because, for one, you're getting a divorce. So we just got to put plans into action. We're going to get you on your feet. We're going to get you where you need to be because everything is not all lost. It may look bleak and it may look dismal, like the world is coming to an end for you, but it's not. There's always something. There's always something, guys. I'm telling you, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. It may be a small flicker of a flame, but it's there. And you got to remember that, okay? It's there. All right. So the third card that you have is Seven of Cups. So any confusion that you have about any options and opportunities and choices that are being put before you, Spirit is just saying, just weigh out your options, okay? Just weigh out your options and look at everything thoroughly before making a decision about anything, okay? Some of you, and I want to say this because Spirit is telling me to say this, there's like legal, if you're in a situation where you need some type of legal assistance, there's legal agencies out there that do things that'll help you. You just have to Google it and look it up in your area. Spirit wanted me to say that to you all, okay? So just don't feel like everything is out because you don't have a job or you don't have money or, you know what I mean? And you have the kids, like if you get a divorce, if you leave, if you continue on this path that, how you have to stay because who else is going to want me or whatever. Like some people feel that way. There's always somebody there for you, okay? So just remember that. So Spirit is just saying step back from everything to gain a better perspective of things. It's what Spirit wants you to do, okay? So just take a step back, clear your head, go inward, write down things, pros, cons, outcomes, goals. And if you have to start with small goals for the week, goals for 2 weeks, goals for 3 weeks. You don't have to do those goals for 6 months, a month, a year. Take baby steps. Do what you have to do. Even if you have to do goals by the day. Okay? You do what you have to do to get where you need to go. All right, guys. That is all that I have for Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. I hope this resonated with you all. If it didn't, please, like I said, leave it behind. Everything will not resonate with everyone. This is not a one-on-one reading. This is a general reading for the collective, trying to pick up on the energy that's out there and see, who needs help, who needs assistance, who needs guidance for the issues that's going on in their life. And as I always say, guys, be kind to people because you just never know what type of day that they're having. And as I always say, as above, so below.